The 2025 World Cup of Darts starts in just a few days' time, and I'm going to try and predict this year's group stage action. If you don't know how the format works, there are 16 seeded countries with the top 4 in the world, England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, automatically through to round 2 to the knockout stage, and the remaining 12 seeds will battle it out in 12 different groups of 3. Only one country from each of those 12 groups will progress to the knockout stages to the last 16. As you can see, I've got groups A to group L, the 12 groups. As you can see at the top there, the top 4 seeds entering in the second round. Plenty to digest here. Group A is made up of the number 5 seed, the Netherlands, Danny Noppert and Jan van Veen. Van Veen making his debut, obviously with Michael van Gerwen's withdrawal. They've been put in a group with Italy and Hungary. Italy quarter-finalists last year, they've got the same pairing this year, Della Rosa and Torretta. Hungary have got a new pairing. I fancy Netherlands to get through this quite comfortably. Despite it being Van Veen's debut, I quite fancy it. Group B also sees another debut pairing, Belgium. Mike de Decker is making his World Cup debut, partner with Dimitri van den Berg. They've been put in a group with Latvia and the Philippines, both very capable. Madas Razma obviously leading the line for Latvia, played at the Nordic Darts Masters last night, took Humphries quite far, got quite close. The Philippines are always capable at this tournament, but I do quite fancy Belgium to get through, especially with the dynamic that actually get along with each other. Number 7 seeds, Germany, are in Group C. They've been put against Portugal and Singapore. Quite a favourable group for them. Portugal, Jose de Souza, and just whoever random guy off the street it seems to be like. He's had a different partner the last 4 or 5 years. Not quite sure who his partner is this year. Singapore though, Paul Lim is not with Harith Lim this year. He has got a new partner, so a new dynamic there, as it kind of seemed that Paul Lim was carrying Harith Lim a lot of the time. But I still fancy Germany to get through that, with Pietreczko making his World Cup debut as well for Germany, of course. Republic of Ireland failed to make it out of the group stage last year, if you remember. They lost to Chinese Taipei in a group decider. They've got a bit more of a favourable draw this year. Gibraltar and China, you fancy them to get out of the group quite comfortably. Keane Barry and Willie O'Connor looking to avenge last year's defeat. Group E, Poland, South Africa and Norway. Poland, Krzysztof Ratajski and Radek Cyganski. Devon Peterson is back at the World Cup, didn't play last year, didn't qualify. He is back there this year with Cameron Crollerson. They could be a deadly partnership. Poland aren't as on form as they were a few years ago. Obviously, they have the World Cup pairs record, but that was Ratajski and Kachuk. I think South Africa could cause an upset here, and I'm going to go for the first seed to fall. It's going to be Poland. The number 10 seeds, Canada, have a new pairing as well. Jim Long and Matt Campbell. Matt Campbell definitely coming into form at the right time. Made a Euro Tour final day, just the weekend gone. Jim Long getting his tour card this year as well. So 2 players on tour for Canada. Malaysia and Denmark in their group. I think another comfortable group win for Canada, although nothing's concrete. They did lose in the group stage last year, but I think they're much better this year. You'll see now that we get to the lesser ranked seeds, 11 to 16, there is plenty more scope for an upset. Group G, Sweden, Lithuania and France. Sweden being the favourites, obviously they've got 2 tour card holders, Jeffrey de Graaf and Oskar Lukasiak. They both went out yesterday at the Nordic Darts Masters as I'm recording this. De Graaf didn't really put up a good fight, which isn't great stead considering the World Cup's in just a few days. Lithuania as well, they've got the same pairing as always, Darius Labanauskas, who's a very capable player, and Mindaugas Barauskas as well. France have got the same pairing, Jack Slabra and Thibaut Tricot, who are very capable as well. They got out of the group last year, so quite a close group, but I do think Sweden just about get over because they did get through last year. Now Group H is where it gets a little bit tasty. As you can see there, Australia are not seeded. That is because only Damon Heta is on the PDC rankings. Simon Whitlock is not ranked at all. He has not picked up any PDC money this year, so they are not classed as seeds. So unlucky for Australia and Spain. Austria obviously World Cup finalists last year with Roby John Rodriguez. He will not be playing this year. It is Rusty Jacobs' brother with Menzi Silovic. It's a new pairing for Spain as well. It's not Jose His this year and Jesus Nogueira. So I think Australia get through. They got to the quarterfinals last year. They lost to Italy. Former World Cup winners, obviously, just in 2022. I think they will be another non-seed to get through the group. Group I sees the United States as the seeds. They are definitely not the favourites for this group, I can assure you of that. Jules van Dongen will be playing, well documented his struggles. He's having an absolute shocker this year, taking a lot of time away from the sport, which is sad to see. He's with Danny Lauby, who really hasn't kicked on at all since he got his tour card and has struggled at previous World Cups. Hong Kong, they've been really, really good at the World Championship the last couple of years. They were good last year at the World Cup. They were unlucky in a hard group. and then Bahrain. Bahrain are Bahrain, aren't they? So I fancy Hong Kong to get through this group. And it will be great to see Man Lok Leung back on our TV screens for the first time since last year's World Cup. And he'll be partnered with Lok Hyun Lee, who got a couple of wins at the World Championship just gone. So a really, really tasty partnership there. Group J sees the number 14th seed Czechia with Chinese Taipei and India. India haven't been in the World Cup for a couple of years now, probably for the best. They've never really put up that much of a fight. Chinese Taipei obviously got out of the group last year, Pupo being the star of the show. Czechia as well, they've got a very capable pairing, obviously. Karel Sedlacek, been at the World Cup plenty of times. No Adam Gavlas this year. It is Petr Krivka, who has put on some really good performances on the Euro Tour. Unlucky to lose twice to Richie Adaus, but his celebrations are something to keep an eye on. So I think those two will get through that group. Group K, Croatia, Japan and Switzerland. Croatia, the number 15 seed. They had a really, really dangerous pairing last year of Boris Krčmar, obviously, and Romeo Gerbovac. It won't be Gerbovac this year. It will be new tour guard holder Perry Lubik, who has won about one game on the Pro Tour this year. He has really, really struggled. Not picked up much money at all. Not played in a big stage. So potentially could be dragging Krčmar down, and the competitors in the group are pretty tasty as well. We all know the Japanese pairing of Tomoya Goto and Roshi Azimoto can be really dangerous as well. They will contest this group along with Switzerland as well. Stefan Belmont leading the way there. I'm going to fancy another upset. I think Japan just edge it, just because they've got that little bit more of experience, and I think maybe Perry Lubik could drag down Croatia. And the final group, Group L, number 16 seeds Finland. They will be joined by New Zealand and debutants Argentina. The Finnish pairing consists of Marko Kantsala, who is pretty much a stalwart of the World Cup, along with Teemu Harju, who's played on quite a few European tour stages this year, got a couple of experiences there. Not been too great, but the partnership in New Zealand is new as well. Hupai Puha obviously still on the PDC circuit. No Ben Robb this year, which is a big shame. He'll be Mark Cleaver joining him. And then I don't really know what to expect from the Argentinian duo making their debut. They've put up some decent numbers in qualifying. You know, they've got it. They've beaten well-established teams, but I think Finland, just based off the pairing that they know each other. Mark Cleaver hasn't played on a big stage in quite a long time, in the PDC, that is. So I think just about Finland. So those are the 12 countries who I think will make it through to the last 16, the second round, whatever you want to call it, the stage where the big dogs enter. England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Obviously those are the 4 favourites you'd expect. And I will be making another video once the group stage has concluded, doing a knockouts prediction. Who's looked the best team, who I think will go all the way. Probably going to be Luke and Luke, isn't it, realistically? But maybe there'll be a dark horse team that has made it out the group stage. You'd like to think so. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and go and follow my other social media accounts as well. Tom Talk Starts, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever. Go and subscribe, go and like, go and follow, go and retweet, share, whatever you want to do. But yeah, thanks for watching.